Little that side, I cannot see the book. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braj Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braj Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Sai Gaur Premanande. Hari. So, today we are reading from chapter 5, verse 25. Karma Yoga. So, repeat after me. Labhante brahma-nirvāṇam. 5:25. Fifth chapter, 25 verse. Labhante brahma-nirvāṇam, ṛṣayaḥ kṣīṇa-kalmaṣāḥ, chinna-dvaidhā yatātmānaḥ, sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ. Labhante brahma-nirvāṇam, ṛṣayaḥ kṣīṇa-kalmaṣāḥ, chinna-dvaidhā yatātmānaḥ, sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ. Labhante brahma-nirvāṇam, ṛṣayaḥ kṣīṇa-kalmaṣāḥ, chinna-dvaidhā yatātmānaḥ, sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ.
Labhante brahma-nirvāṇam,
Labhante brahma-nirvāṇam,
ṛṣayaḥ
kṣīṇa-kalmaṣāḥ
chinna-dvaidhā yatātmānaḥ sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ
sarva-bhūta-hite
labhante brahma-nirvāṇam ṛṣayaḥ
chinna-dvaidhā
yatātmānaḥ
sarva-bhūta-hite
sarva-bhūta-hite
labhante brahma-nirvāṇam
labhante brahma-nirvāṇam
chinna-kalmaṣāḥ
ṛṣayaḥ
chinna-dvaidhā yatātmānaḥ
chinna-dvaidhā yatātmānaḥ
sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ
sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ.
Matajis. Labhante labhante brahma-nirvāṇam ṛṣayaḥ
chinna-dvaidhā yatātmānaḥ sarva-bhūta-hite ratāḥ.
So, word-to-word translation: labhante, achieve; brahma-nirvāṇam, liberation in the Supreme; ṛṣayaḥ, those who are active within; kṣīṇa-kalmaṣāḥ, who are devoid of all sins; chinna, have torn off; dvaidhāḥ, duality; yata-ātmānaḥ, engaged in self-realization; sarva-bhūta, for all living entities; hite, in welfare work; ratāḥ, engaged. Those who are beyond the dualities that arise from doubts, whose minds are engaged within, who are always busy working for the welfare of all living beings, and who are free from all sins, achieve liberation in the Supreme. Purport: by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Only a person who is fully Krishna conscious can be said to be engaged in welfare work for all living entities. When a person is actually in the knowledge that Krishna is a fountainhead for everything, then when he acts in the spirit, he acts for everyone. The suffering of humanity are due to forgetfulness of Krishna as the supreme enjoyer, the supreme proprietor, and the supreme friend. Therefore, to act to revive this consciousness within this entire human society is the highest welfare work. One cannot be engaged in such first-class welfare work without being liberated in the Supreme. A Krishna-conscious person has no doubt about the supremacy of Krishna. He has no doubt about the completely freed from all sins. This is a state of divine love. A person engaged only in ministering to a physical welfare of human society cannot factually help anyone. Temporary relief of the external body and the mind is not satisfactory. The real cause of one's difficulties in the hard struggle for life may be found in one's forgetfulness of his relationship with the Supreme Lord. When a man is fully conscious of his relationship with Krishna, he is actually a liberated soul, although he may be in material tabernacle. So this verse, Srila Prabhupada has explained very clearly, otherwise people will understand something else. This translation is talking about the welfare work. If one is engaged in the welfare work, that person is entitled to get liberation. It's very simple words to understand if you go word to word, but Prabhupada has explained the actual hidden sense. The actual welfare one can do to a society by spreading the name of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada has done that work. He has done such a big welfare work that we all are here reading Bhagavad-Gita and societies are getting better. This kind of welfare work is not tentative, which is going to end in a day, a week, or a month. It lasts generation after generation. So when somebody wants to give you, the biggest gift, it's a very, this is Kartik time, festivities, Diwali time. So what a best gift you can give someone? Give Krishna. If somebody you can make Krishna conscious, so that is the biggest gift you can give to that person. Because Krishna is going to be the everlasting friend for life after life. Whatever gift you give to someone may end in few days, few weeks, few years. But if you make somebody Krishna conscious, when he bring that person to his real consciousness, then that gift is for life after life. So in that, preaching is the essence, because without preaching we cannot tell the subject matter to others. What we have, we cannot spread it. So preaching plays a very important role. And when you sometimes people say we are doing many welfare works. What you are doing? We are distributing food, not prasadam. Then that's of no use, because that person will eat in the morning breakfast, your given food. Afternoon, again he will be hungry within 4-5 hours. So what good you have done to that person? Nothing. You just satisfied his hunger for few hours. But when you start feeding that person with prasadam, which is already offered to the Lordship, the consciousness will start altering, and also the satisfaction of his stomach, because he is hungry. So when the simple food is offered or given to someone, can satisfy his bodily need. But when the prasadam is given to that person, it satisfies its bodily needs and his spiritual needs. The spirit gets satisfied. So very simple differentiation, but it makes a lot big deal. So then all over work is done to satisfy Krishna. That is what work profound in Krishna consciousness. When Krishna is the fountainhead, from his energy we are taking energy. From him everything is emanating. When we understand that, then everything is done for him, satisfies the whole society. ISKCON is one of the example of that. We are here in our ISKCON Vrindavan temple. We are trying to satisfy the lordships by serving them nicely, offering them bhogas, and then it is satisfying each and every one of us. How this is happening? Because the remnants are taken by us. First, the Lordship takes the bhoga, then it gets converted into prasadam, and when we all devotees take that, it satisfies our hunger, spiritual and material both. So this way the welfare is more on a bigger level than just on a physical level. Sometimes people say that I think it's not just the food, but you should give clothes. That's the biggest charity. That is the biggest welfare. Then again the question arises, how long that clothes gonna last? There's a story Prabhupada used to mention, and also in senior devotees mention, that a person has become a beggar and others are helping him by providing food, shelter, clothes. But that beggar don't have that understanding that his father is a king. So you need not to mediate in between, provide him shelter, food, clothes. Just take that son to his father. Then the father will provide everything. See, when we get connected to Krishna, he is our supreme father. When we get connected to him, all our lamentation and hankering starts subsiding. It is not a one-day work that it will, once you eat prasadam, everything is okay. Once you chant your round, everything is okay. It takes a time because anarthas are being gathered past many years. So this is a process. When you get connected to Krishna, a beggar is no more beggar, because now he has understood that his father is a king, the supreme personality of Godhead. So whatever you have to ask to Krishna. So that way the connection is more stronger. Again, sometimes people say, devotees say there is no place where Krishna is not present, right? Krishna is omnipresent. And we always follow this notion of understanding that we should be very careful of everything we do, because if nobody is watching, then also Krishna is watching. Right? Is there been any place where nobody is watching you or watching us? No, there is no place. Krishna is everywhere. He is omnipotent, omnipresent. So that creates a sense of integrity in all of us. You understand it from a different level also. For a devotee, it creates an integrity. He becomes very lawful. He becomes very honest to what he does, because the understanding is that if cameras are off, then also Krishna's camera is on. Right? Yes or no? Yes. So how this Krishna conscious helps for a devotee? If he really believes in that Krishna is watching me, watching all of us, then nothing can go wrong. Is it? Yes. It should be like that. When Krishna is Radharani ji is watching all of us, then we cannot do anything nonsense. That is the integrity of a devotee. If nobody watching, Krishna watching. So there are some stories when somebody told Bhima to go somewhere and eat the mango where nobody is watching. It's different version of that stories. Or it's been said to a child, Guru said to a child, you can only eat a mango where nobody is watching you. So every other boy just finished their mango. One child was roaming all around. And after 2-3 hours, he came back to his Guru and said, I cannot finish this mango. He said, I told you, just go to a place where nobody is watching and finish it. Others already done. You are still holding that mango in your hand. So the child replied, wherever I went, Krishna was watching me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead was watching me. So that is the actual consciousness. Out of all these boys, only one was actually conscious of his own consciousness. So same to all of us. We all are practicing devotees. We all are chanting. We are doing so many sevas. It takes years and years for us to understand that Krishna is watching. But if camera is more profound nowadays, if camera is watching, that is more profound thing than Krishna is watching. So let's take a different way of understanding it. As devotees, we say there is no place where Krishna is not present. Can we imagine if a life without Krishna? What will be the consequences if we understand that there is no Krishna? Krishna has left us. Devotees cannot, withstand that pain. But Arjuna has gone through that. In Bhagavatam, it's been mentioned in the first chapter, first canto, 15th chapter, where Arjuna is lamenting and telling Yudhishthira Maharaj that I have never felt this kind of grief earlier. So Yudhishthira Maharaj asks, I know Krishna has left us. It's our biggest grief. And he said, along with the grief, it's a realization that he was the one who was doing everything. I was thinking myself a very big, Maharathi. I have won this battle of Kurukshetra. I have killed so many people. But now I got defeated by cowherd people who were just holding sticks in their hands when he was returning from Dwaraka, with the wives of Krishna. The simple cowherd people defeated and taken away the wives. So that Leela made Arjuna realize that the same Gandiva, the same arrows, the same Arjuna, the same horses, his chariot, but nothing worked. Do we also go with the same face? Same me, same my intelligence, same my, aspirations, experience, but I'm failing. Do we have that realizations? We do have. Many a times in our life when we realize, how could this go wrong? How could this go wrong? I am the same person who has done so many big things. But now everything is happening opposite, ulta. So the realization is that we are getting devoid of Krishna, so the karmas are acting on us. Nobody of, all of us come under the jurisdiction of karmas, good and bad. But when we become Krishna conscious, Krishna takes care of his devotees. In that, the karmas which can be nullified are nullified by Krishna. So we are very much protected by Krishna, and our lives becomes more simple, easier and happier. If not easier, then at least happier. If not easier, then at least satisfactory, because we are better than others in a sense. We are not just living for the satisfaction of this material body. We do have a higher purpose to achieve. We may achieve or we may fail, but we do have that, aim or objective to become a better devotee one day. So in this story from the Bhagavatam, where Krishna has left this material world, Arjuna is realizing himself. I am nothing without Krishna. So do we. We are nothing without the mercy of Krishna. Whatever seva we do, whatever things we achieve, it comes from him. Very simple to say, but to trust these words takes real surrender, where we depend on Krishna. Dependency on Krishna is a very wonderful thing, very easy thing, but then you have to leave yourself behind. But we are being trained like that, where I cannot be behind, I have to be in front. I have to put my all intelligence, endeavors to achieve this thing. But when you start praying to Krishna, when you start depending on Krishna, he makes things more easier and fulfiller. Why so? Why can't I do that? Why I need Krishna? Why I need Krishna? Because with my smaller intelligence, with my smaller, understanding, I can achieve this much. Because he's my father, he's the king. He can give me bigger than I can think. The small example we quote, like a father want to buy a big car to the son, a Ferrari maybe, but child is, pondering over thinking to buy a small luxury car. If he gonna get it to himself, he gonna be in a small deal. Father is thinking something big for the child. So he's a father. He always have a big plan for us. And to fulfill that big plan, sometimes we have to taste the failures with our smaller plans. Right? We have to sometimes see the failures in the beginning, nothing working, because Krishna is working, that is why nothing working. So when he works wonders. When we work, we can achieve chota mota. But when he does all grand, big. Being a devotee, dependency is the biggest bliss. Why? When I depend on you, I know somebody is taking care of me. It's not me by my own. The Western world is like that. There is no dependency. You have to be by your own once you reach a certain age. Even the parents throw you out of their house. Be independent, earn and live. Right? This is a scenario in Western world. But in India, even you get, 30, 40, 50, you are still a child to your parents. Parents are very loving here in India. The culture has been, people are trained that way to give love and affection. Same with Krishna. Whichever age you reach, he's gonna be our father. And a very loving father, a very caring father, who is always thinking. When you try to convince your children, we always say, I am thinking for you, so don't hurry, right? As a material parents, we do carry that grace. I'm your mother, I'm your father. I know what is right for you. So think for Krishna, who is the father of all of us. So Acharya says Krishna is every time thinking how best he can give you, especially for the devotees, because they have surrendered themselves to Krishna. Krishna is always thinking about all the devotees individually. It's not if he is thinking about this Prabhuji, Krishna has forgotten me or the Matajis. Every individual person is been linked to Krishna individually. That is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Even Krishna has given, that practically when he was in Dwaraka, that is a practical example. He was not only living with the Rukmani ji or the supreme queens, he was living with each and every one to whomsoever he has married, to keep his vows intact. So Krishna has also given one vow to us, right? Which vow? There's one shloka na, mere bhakt ka kabhi vinash nahi hota. That is when what is there I will take care, what he is lacking I will provide. So Krishna has given this promise and many other promises. So where we are being protected by him. That is assured in Srimad Bhagavad-Gita. So here, if we say a person engaged only in ministering to the physical welfare of the human society cannot factually help anyone, because everything is going to end one day. Like I said, for the food you will be hungry after 4 hours. For a cloth you need again after few months, because summer is going, winter is coming. So you will say, oh, what kind of charity you have given? Now I need woolen clothes because I'm going to hit the winter soon. So your demand will changing. So you're not satisfied with that charity. Same way, everything is temporary. When you give material help, it's a temporary. Give a permanent help. What is that permanent help? We always seek, oh, I need a permanent solution. Too much. I can't take it more. I need a pakka solution, permanent solution. And what is that? Give Krishna. Give the name of Krishna. Give them beads, jap mala, chant the holy name. That is the permanent solution of all kind of hankerings, lamentation, sorrow, problems. We will suffer. It's not one day it will be, you chant and, oh, I am on the top of the world. No, you're going to be at the same place. Nothing will change. Physically, nothing will change. But at the back end, you will be very happy. You will be very much motivated. You will get many opportunities to do so many wonderful things. That will change. The mindset, the consciousness, the drive you have in yourself will change. So why devotees are always so motivated? Because they are associating Krishna with the holy name. We are chanting. And then when we are chanting, we are actually associating with Krishna. And with whom you associate, you get that qualities. Right? You associate with a thief. You try to make a thief a devotee. But who knows, you will become a thief. It will become you ulta. You cannot, if you are not able to preach a thief, thief will preach you. So you have to be very, alert with whom you are dealing. Hare Krishna. So I would like to share a wonderful small story. Once there was a lion in a jungle as usual, and four bulls used to graze nearby. So that lion always wanted to eat them up, but then they were always together. And he thought, because he was a king of jungle and very intelligent one, he said, if I'm going to attack them, they four surely going to kill me. Even though I am the king of the jungle, I am very powerful, but these four are together very powerful. So what should I do? So he thought of an idea. He started spreading rumors all over the jungle. So it spread everywhere, and it also reached to the ears of these bulls. So they started hearing these rumors and started believing and started hating each other because it was against their unity. So earlier they used to graze together, facing each other, talking, laughing. Now, after this, they started moving away and finding different corners and started grazing. So the plan succeeded. That is what the plan of the lion. He captured one, killed, finished, eaten all. Captured one, finished. So this way the plan succeeded. Because when they were all together, they were bull, but they were powerful than the lion. Same do apply to us as devotees. We may be weak. Maya is like a lion. We are bull. When we are together chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are together serving. We are very much powerful, and Maya in a form of lion cannot eat us, even cannot come close to us. She need a plan, like a lion applied a plan to put them in different directions. So devotees should not believe in the rumors and should not get separated. Our unity is our strength. Because Maya is finding way to attack us. Oh, I'm going to chant all my round in my house. I will not come to the temple because this devotee is this way. He said something, she said something. So he say, she say, what will happen to you? You will be eaten up by Maya because you're all alone. That is the plan of Maya. So very intricate understanding among devotee community that we should not hear and trust. This is one of the plan to get us separated and can be attacked by Maya and can be finished. Because it takes life after life to come up to a platform where you realize Krishna consciousness is a wonderful thing. Everybody is coming to this temple thousands, lakhs of people, are they all becoming devotee? Is it? They all are watching the same beautiful deity, Srila Prabhupada ji sitting, Radha Shyam Sundar ji standing, Krishna Balram, Gaur Nitai ji, but are they becoming devotee? No. They're coming, taking darshan. And now they are, because it's Kartik Mas, so they are doing some offering of the lamp and going away. They enter into the world of Krishna when they enter here in Krishna Balram Mandir. But then there is an exit door. When they exit, they really exit. They're not a part of us anymore. So becoming a devotee is a very big chance, a very big austerity of your earlier life. And now we are addressing it with all respect. Oh, thank you, Krishna, I am your devotee. Oh, thank you, Krishna, you have chosen us, chosen all of us to be here. It's a big opportunity to change our life, not to get entangled again in Maya. So realizing that also takes years and life. Sometimes we think there is no other work. That is why these people chant Hare Krishna and say be happy. They don't know how much work we have. From morning, the time they go to their bed, we are waking up for the Mangala Arati. Devotees have more work than the karmis. So, this is a realization where every other work is not smaller. Let's not be, critics to others. It is not smaller, but there's nothing greater than Krishna consciousness that you can achieve in your life. You can become this or that, but this is the greatest wealth one can have ever. And Prabhupada ji has explained here, whatever kind of work you do, it's limited, because then it will become a karma bandhana. You will give something, you will get something. But here, Krishna is assuring you that you give me something, I will give you everything. And whatever the bad karmas have, that will also be nullified. What a great deal. Great deal, right? It's Krishna's deal. So that's why it's very great like him. People say, what are you going to give that person a gift? The gift is given out of love, out of belongingness. It may be small, but it is out of love. So when you give somebody Krishna out of love and compassion, oh, this my brother or sister is suffering a lot, let me give them this, mantra, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that is the biggest gift. The gold will end one day, the silver will end, the clothes, the food, the relationships, the bank balance, everything has a expiry date. Everything. It's Kali Yuga. The expiry date comes along with your medicine, with everything. So only Krishna consciousness, and also it is not going to end with the life of that particular person. It will be continued life after life. When we are dead, that time also Krishna is there with us. All of us will be all alone. Once a person died, nobody can accompany, even if they try so hard. Nobody can accompany nobody. There's no pass you can show and go. I love that person this much, or I am this, or I am this to that, or I am this to this country. Let me go with this person. You cannot go. Everyone have their own journey all alone, but then Krishna is there. As a devotees, we are not alone. Nobody is alone according to their karma. For devotees, they say, Krishna Doot comes. For normal people, Yam Doots come. So that journey is being taken by us all alone. So we are preparing for that journey, living life happily, depending on Krishna, and preparing for the further journey. It's a segment of a journey in which we are living right now. The journey will be continued even after our death. So what are you going to take with you? Nothing. Everything will be taken here by the relatives, by the people. Only Krishna's name, whatever karmas you have done for related to Krishna will be with you, and Krishna will be there with you, nobody else. So chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Depend on Krishna. The biggest charity in this world is to make somebody Krishna conscious, and Srila Prabhupada has done this on a very big level. He is the most charitable person ever existed, because Yare Dektare Kahe Krishna Upadesh. He has made this very easy. He has converted so many people. Those even don't understand the philosophy of their own religion and culture are also here, chanting on their beats, shaving their head, wearing dhotis and saris, and dancing in front of the Lordship. Isn't it beautiful? Nobody a normal can do that. So Srila Prabhupada is specially empowered by Radharani and Shyam Sundar to do this charity. So the understanding of this shloka is the biggest charity of this world or the universe is to make somebody Krishna conscious. And the biggest gift you can give to someone, give them Krishna in the form of books, in the form of bead bag, jap mala, in the form of prasadam. So as a devotee, we should always be very careful what we are gifting others, and also with our own behavior we preach. As a devotee, we should be very careful that others are watching. It takes just 1 minute to say, "Oh, what kind of people you are? This way you talk, this way you do," and you say we are Krishna devotees, but your behavior is very rude. Your behavior is very, what creates anxiety and enmity. It should not be. Devotee should always be sweet, humble, helpful, and that sweetness and humbleness should spread in others' heart also. When they enter here, they should see Krishna's house, Krishna's world, Krishna's servant, Krishna's people. And they must visit us again. That should be the impression when they come to our temple, our ISKCON temples. That should be the impact or impression on them, that this is a place where I feel so much positivity. And they do feel. As a devotees, it's our responsibility also to welcome our guests and treat them well. Even if they are harsh, we should try to be a little sober. So, Hare Krishna, I stop here. Some questions or comments or add-ons. Only Krishna. So Mataji's question is, who can liberate us? Only Krishna. He is the Mukunda, the Mukti Data. Nobody else can. They can grant you different boons. You can get this, you can be very beautiful, you can be very powerful, full of money, this and that. But as per the scriptures, only Krishna can liberate us. But devotees never aspire for, they aspire for more service of Krishna. That let us serve you, Krishna, eternally. So that is one of the name of Krishna, Mukunda Krishna. Yeah. What is the question? I'm sorry, couldn't hear.
How to get rid of interruptions in the
Interruptions. It's a part of every devotee's life. The question is how to get rid of interruptions in our devotional life. So Prabhuji, it's very common to all of us. We do get interruptions we do get disturbances. The only way of coming out of it to be strong to your devotion. Continue marching. Continue marching onto the path of devotion. Other things will subside. That is also one of the way of understanding it. It is a work of Maya or a karma. Those who want to take you away from Krishna. Because it's a very, red carpet where not everybody can walk. So every other thing will try to take you away from that path. So continue your devotion. It's getting little lesser, but don't give up. If you are not able to chant your rounds properly also, if you are mentally disturbed, then also chant your round. If you are not able to read here, then also try, because Krishna will see your endeavor. He is a loving father. Then he will, subside everything. There is nobody more powerful than Krishna. Even Maya Devi is also not. If Krishna subsides everything, things will be sober. On our end, we should keep on endeavoring. We should continue our devotional life. And these things will come and go, always. It's now not like that once you have reached one platform, the testing will be on. How strong you are. It's your test. So come out with flying colors. Yes.
We should give a gift called Krishna consciousness.
Yes.
So how do we fully Krishna conscious?
Fully Krishna consciousness is, fulfilling all the set of rules given by Srila Prabhupada. That is where you can say, I am following all, notions of Krishna consciousness. How you cannot be Krishna conscious, the time will decide, Krishna will decide, your Guru will decide. But at least you follow all the instructions from the beginning and start your journey. One day you will become a wonderful devotee. Others will let you know that you have become a wonderful devotee. Because others will see your growth, how you have manifested yourself as a devotee. So one devotee is good enough to take thousands and lakhs of people back to Krishna. It's a manifestation of our devotion by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Anything else?
According to the sloka, Mataji, how to donate?
So Mataji's question is, according to the shloka, this particular shloka, how to donate? Donation is always welcome. You have to donate to a person who is really working for Krishna or who is Krishna conscious. In chapter 17 also it's been explained that you donate in Satogun, Rajagun and Tamogun. Out of that, when you donate in Satogun, being Krishna conscious and to a Krishna conscious, that is the perfect thing. So, see, that is what the charity comes here. Sometimes people say, oh, I have seen one beggar, he was lying on the road, I have given him 1,000 rupees. So what hell you have done with him? He has drunk all day and he was lying on the road. Now again you have given him 1,000 rupees, he's gonna drink more, gonna beat his wife at home. You will get that karma. So you have to be very careful. If you are giving someone some Lakshmi, some cash, some money, if that person is using, wherever he is using, you will get the karma because you are the provider. Krishna has not given him that money. That is why all sources are taken away from him so that he cannot drink more and can beat his wife and can, do injustice to his children, childhood and whatever. So this kind of donation or charity should be checked before giving. To whom you are giving? What will be the use? Otherwise, instead of getting, punyas, you will get pap karmas. You will say, oh, I was donating, all these beggars were lying on the floor. why I'm getting this so many troubles, diseases, because you're donating to a wrong person, to a wrong purpose they are taking in. So it should be donation given should be and taken should be into the mode of goodness. It should be Krishna conscious, so that it will be used for the Lordship and devotees and spreading the message of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.